Lily was a child of sunshine. Her laughter filled their small home like music. But one day, the music stopped. A strange sickness took hold of her, stealing her strength day by day. Her eyes, once bright, grew dull. Elena, her mother, felt her heart breaking into 1,000 pieces. Doctors came and went. They shook their heads, their faces full of sorrow. "We can do no more," they whispered. "There is no cure, no medicine for this." Elena had no money for fancy hospitals, no rare treatments. Despair choked her. She watched Lily fade, her breath barely a whisper. One moonless night, an old woman from the village known for her ancient stories visited Elena. Her eyes, clouded with age, held a deep sadness. "There is only one legend left," she said softly. "The Moonpetal Bloom. It grows high on whispering peaks, blooming only once a year under the brightest moon. It is said to cure all ills, but no one has ever reached it. The mountain, it claims leaves." Elena listened, a tiny spark of desperate hope igniting in her chest. A foolish, impossible hope, perhaps. But what else was there? "I will go," she said, her voice shaking but firm, a fierce resolve hardening her gentle face. The old woman looked surprised, then nodded slowly. "Be mindful of the mountain's wrath," she warned, pressing a small, rough map into Elena's hand. Before dawn the next morning, Elena left. She had no special gear, just her old worn boots, a thin coil of rope she'd found, and a heart overflowing with desperate love. Villagers saw her go. They shook their heads, murmuring, "She's lost her mind. The mountain will claim her, just like the others." The whispering peaks were cruel. Sharp rocks cut her hands, making them bleed. Icy winds bit at her skin. She slipped, fell, and bruised her body again and again. Fear, cold and sharp, clawed at her. Each step was agony. She thought of Lily, her sweet smile, her tiny hand holding hers. "Lily," she whispered into the wind, "I'm coming." Days blurred into nights. She drank freezing water from streams, ate what few berries she could find. High up, the air grew thin, making her dizzy and weak. She saw deep chasms below, sheer cliffs above. Once she almost slipped into a dark abyss, clutching onto a jagged rock. Her muscles screaming, tears froze on her cheeks. She was so tired, so utterly, completely tired. "Give up." A voice in her head whispered, "You cannot do this. Go back. It's too late." But then, Lily's pale, frail face appeared in her mind. No, Elena could not give up. How could she? She had to try. For Lily. She pushed on, finding strength she didn't know she possessed. Following the map's faint lines, she found a hidden path, narrow and steep. The moon was full, bright like a silver pearl in the sky, and there in a small sheltered cave, bathed in the moon's soft glow, was the Moonpetal Bloom. It was more beautiful than any dream. Its petals shone, soft and pure white like moonlight trapped in a flower. Elena reached out a trembling hand, and with utmost care gently plucked it. She held it close, protecting it with her own body. The journey down was even harder. A sudden, violent storm hit, bringing snow and icy wind. Elena scrambled, slid, held the bloom against her chest, letting the snow and ice bite her own skin instead. She fell again, rolling down a steep slope, hitting her head hard. Darkness threatened to swallow her. But the thought of Lily waiting pulled her back from the edge. Hours later, bruised, bleeding, and barely able to stand, Elena stumbled into the village. Her clothes were torn, her face a mask of dirt and dried blood. Villagers gasped when they saw her, still clutching the glowing flower. She ran to Lily's small bed. Lily was barely breathing, her skin cold. Elena's hands shook as she crushed the petals, just like the old woman had told her. Mixing them with a few drops of water, she gently put the mixture to Lily's dry lips. Waiting was torture. Minutes stretched into hours slowly, almost invisibly. A faint color returned to Lily's pale cheeks. Her breath grew stronger, her eyelids fluttered. And then, her eyes opened. They were still weak, but clear. Lily looked at Elena and gave a small, weak smile. Elena fell to her knees, gently hugging her daughter, tears streaming down her face. Tears of pain, of fear, but mostly of overwhelming, joyous relief. Lily was alive. The village watched in stunned silence, awe in their eyes. Elena, the frail mother, had done the impossible. She didn't have money or power, she had only love, and that love had found a unique way through the highest peaks, defying all odds to save her child. Moral of the story: when all common solutions fail, the deepest love can inspire us to find unique, impossible ways to overcome the greatest problems. The strength of the human spirit, especially a parent's love, can achieve miracles that logic cannot explain.